Hi everyone, just to let you know what this tutorial is about. It's basically about how to edit the audio for sermons that you want to put online or in podcast so that people can listen to them. I'm just going to show you how to edit the audio so that the voice sounds really nice and that it's presentable. So you'll see in my tutorials how I do it. The only software you're gonna need for the audio editing is Adobe Audition. It's really a must-have for audio editing. So I hope you like it, and I hope it teaches you how to use it in a good way. I recorded myself saying the Psalm 23. So we'll hear how it sounds first, and then we'll go through a few steps to see how to make it sound better. So here it goes. Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He lets me rest in grassy meadows. He leads me to restful waters. He keeps me alive. He guides me in proper paths for the sake of his good name. Even when I walk through the darkest valley, I fear no danger because you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You set a table for me right in front of my enemies. You bathe my head in oil. My cup is so full it spills over. Yes, goodness and faithful love will pursue me all the days of my life, and I will live in the Lord's house as long as I live. So this is pretty much it, so you get an idea of how it sounds. So first thing I'm gonna do to make this sound better is that you see at the end there's a little part where we hear nothing. Well, we don't hear nothing because if I put it, we hear a little shh like that, so you can hear it. So what I'm gonna do with Adobe Audition is first of all do Shift P, or if you want to make it the longer way, you can go into Effects, Noise Reduction / Restoration, and do Capture Noise Print. It does the same thing. And then when that is done, it simply captured the frequency of the shish. And what we're gonna do is unselect it, select all of our sermon, and do Command Shift P. Or if you want to do it the longer way, there is always Effects, Noise Reduction, and Noise Reduction Process right here. You see the shortcut is written right there. So once you're in there, I put my noise reduction to maximum, reduced by 100% also. Um, if you want, you can pause the video and just copy my setup as it is. Um, once this is done, I do apply, and it will basically apply it to my whole audio section. And now you'll see we hear a lot less shush while playing it. And I will live in the Lord's house as long as I live. See, absolutely no shush at the end or while I'm saying stuff. So this is the first thing I like to do in Adobe Audition. Now, second thing that is good is like if you have it recorded in stereo, it's good like for only speaking to have it in mono. It sounds better. Mostly because stereo sometimes there are delays between the left and right, and it doesn't sound as good. So let's say you want to put it in mono. You go to favorites, convert to mono, right there, and I'm already in mono. As you see, there's only one wave and not two waves, so I'm not gonna do it. Now, to make the voice sound really better and like a good low voice that sounds really good, I go into Effect, Graphic Equalizer, right here, Effect, and the Graphic Equalizer. It's in Filter and EQ, Graphic Equalizer. I take the 20 band. So I made a favorite, so I'm just gonna show you how it looks. You can take a moment, pause the video, and copy what I'm doing right here. So basically I put a little more in the highs, and that's all I'm gonna do in the graphic equalizer. So I'm all gonna apply them at the end while doing my presets. So afterwards I'm done that, I'm gonna normalize it with this tool, normalized to 0 dB. I like to have it, or 100%. I like to have the DC bias adjust to 0.0%, like that. And afterwards, I will go to a multi-band compressor. Again, you can pause the video and copy my setup. So if you don't know how to go get it, it's in Effects, Amplitude, and Compression right here. And you just go to the multi-band compressor. It will bring you the same window. Afterwards, the studio reverb, I like to have it like this. Again, you can pause the video and copy my settings. And at the end, you just you can make yourself a favorite with all of these settings. Like, you go to favorite, start recording favorite, and then you just copy all the things I made, like apply them all to your audio. And once this is done, it should have a series of steps already recorded. So let's say I apply my favorite right now. So I called it sermon editing, so here it goes. Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He lets me rest in grassy meadows. He leads me to restful waters. He keeps me alive. He guides me in proper paths for the sake of his good name. Even when I walk through the darkest valley, I fear no danger because you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You set a table for me right in front of my enemies. So as you see, the voice has a nice reverb on it, which sounds like if it's in a big church. I mean, it sounds like if it's in a big church. And also, it really helps having a nice sound. So this is how I do it. Once this is done, I like to save it in a WAV. So export file right here, and I save it in WAV wherever you want. You can save it in your desktop. And of course, a sermon is 45 minutes. So when you're in so when you record it on a website, it really takes up a lot of space. So what you can do is basically convert it to MP3 for the for the web, but you can keep a WAV copy for yourself if anyone asks you for it, or just as a backup. So I hope this helped you if you wanted to make editing with Audition for your sermons at church. So this is pretty much it. This was BC Pianist, and I hope to join you again for another tutorial. Thanks.